Hi, my name is Ellen, and I'd like to welcome you to my Shelf Talk. Reading is such a great way to escape from real life sometimes. Jumping in and immersing yourself in fiction can help you take your mind off stress, or worry, or just take you somewhere far away. One of the best genres for this escapism is urban fantasy, which gives you a little bit of the familiar and a bit of magic. So, what exactly is urban fantasy? Well, urban fantasy is a subgenre of fantasy. It usually takes place in present day. It often takes place in a city or a town, and is also known as modern fantasy or magical realism. The first book I'd like to talk about is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. He is one of the best-known authors of urban fantasy, often mixing elements of mythology and magic with real-life places and relatable characters. This novel is set in modern-day London, England. Sort of. Richard Mayhew is an average young businessman with a fiancé, a nice home, and a decent job. A random act of kindness brings him down to the London below, a place beneath the city inhabited by monsters and misfits and those who fall through the cracks. Will he survive in this new, dangerous place? Or maybe even find himself thriving? The next book I'm going to talk about is The Grimoire of Kensington Market by author Lauren B. Davis. This tale is loosely based on Hans Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen, but is set right in the core of downtown Toronto. Maggie works at the Grimoire bookstore, an unusual place that expands and contracts as stories are born or are forgotten, and can only be found by those who are meant to find it. She is also a recovering addict, free from the clutches of Elysium, a powerful drug that allows users to slip through doors at the edges of the world into the silver world before consuming them completely. Her brother is one of those users and is now lost in the silver world and needs his sister to journey into a place of magic and mystery to save him before it's too late. The last book I have for you is Miss Subways by David Duchovny of X-Files fame. Some background info first. The title of this book comes from a New York City tradition that lasted from 1941 to 1976. Every year, a young woman was awarded the title of Miss Subways and had her face and description featured on posters in subway cars. Miss Subways was supposed to be a true New York City gal. In the novel, Emer is the epitome of a New York City gal and commutes on the subway every day. She loves her job, her friends, and her boyfriend Con. However, the powers that be don't want her and Con to be together, and she ends up needing to delve into her dreams to save him from a mythical spider god, Anansi, all while her reality blurs into myth and mystery. Miss Subways is a darkly funny and kind of trippy tale of love lost and found, set against the always magical backdrop of New York City. All three of these urban fantasies are available at the Woodstock Public Library. Thank you for joining me for this shelf talk, and happy reading!